Hey guys, how's it going? I figured now that I should probably just drop like little small videos. Just to try and explain, I guess you should say just little nuggets and just kind of share my thought process with you guys and why I'm thinking what I'm thinking, as opposed to just doing a Facebook status. Um, I think it leaves a lot of open questions, so I'm just gonna start doing these small videos to try and, I guess, press my point further. But without further ado, so this is my portfolio right here. As you can see, we are up around I think close to 9,000, and at one time we dipped all the way down to what is this 3,289, which is a huge drop down. So one thing in crypto is that you gotta be able to take these big losses in order to make even bigger gains. Of course, if you were to see these in the stock market gains or see these losses in the stock market, of course, everybody will be panicking. But crypto is such a different animal, and you have to understand these cycles and why these cycles happen in order to feel comfortable with big dips like this. So, just really quickly, I'm going to explain why I feel comfortable and why I'm not really too worried about this dip right now. All right, let's close this window down. Let's open up this. So this is just a simplified chart right here. At the very bottom, we have here the Bitcoin price, and up above that, we have others divided by BTC. So what the others is every single other asset divided by BTC. So that's actually putting the market cap of everything else besides Bitcoin up against Bitcoin. So essentially, it's a trading pair. Me personally, I use trading pairs to find the pattern between a certain ecosystem or a derivative of a particular asset, because that gives me the specific, I guess you could say, story. For example, you guys know I'm all into Brett, right? So with Brett, to me, why it's not such a gamble is because, of course, for everything else in the market to do well, Bitcoin has to do well. Next, when you come down, Ethereum has to do well. Now, when it comes to meme coins, Doge is pretty much like the Bitcoin of all meme coins, right? And so Doge has to do well, right? For Pepe to do well, right? And Brett's only going to do well if Pepe does well. Seeing that Brett is a direct derivative of Pepe. Now, I guess I just explained what a derivative is. A derivative is something that is, I don't know the exact definition, but a derivative is a say you have your father. Your father is that original person, that original being, but you are related to him, but you're not him, but you're a derivative of your father, or if you're a female, you're a derivative of your mother. If that makes sense. You're related, but not the same, but you still come in the same package. So let's see. So back to the main point of what I was trying to explain here. So the reason why I'm comfortable with the most recent dip here is because we can see, compared to Bitcoin halving and the others divided by BTC, we can see at each Bitcoin halving right here, we can see a slight run up with Bitcoin. You can see here, you can see here, and you can see also right here, we had a pretty decent run up right here. So even though we did have a run up, a cool down is expected. And then when BTC dips, say 10%, altcoins or mid caps are going to dip 30. Altcoins are going to dip 50 to 70%. History rhymes, but it doesn't repeat. So this same thing is going to happen over and over and over, right? And so we see this pattern here. You see this pattern here. We see this pattern here. All right. But we also see right after the Bitcoin halving about how altcoins or others against BTC begin to take a dump, right? And then we know that when the altcoin market and the total evaluated market cap starts to dip, we see the money flow into Bitcoin dominance, right? Um, yeah, and we see Bitcoin take off, right? Now, as Bitcoin takes off, you know, the tide rises all ships. So everything goes up. But you can see the correlation between Bitcoin and altcoins, that altcoins aggressively I mean, I'm talking about aggressively increase in market cap. Um, so we can see here that we have on an average of around 230 days here, and we still have 230 days until we see our altcoins begin to essentially skyrocket. So I guess in as few words as I can put it, I'm not really worried about anything just because, like I said before, history does not necessarily repeat, but it does rhyme. And we've got about 230 days. Well, now, probably a little less than that, but I would say generally towards the end of the year until we see here altcoins might continue to go up a little bit, but then they'll continue to drop off. And then when we see them drop off even harder, we'll know that Bitcoin is getting ready to take off, it hit new all-time highs. Now, of course, with the ETF going on, inflows, and we got, I think, Hong Kong. Their ETF starts in, I guess, whatever time it is over there. I think it's coming up pretty early in a couple hours or so, or 5 hours. I don't know. We should start to see massive inflow starting to come into the space. So, basically, in a nutshell, I'm not worried. We could see much more downside to come, but essentially, I'm just going to use that as an opportunity to accumulate more altcoins. And yeah, I guess I hope this matters more than a Facebook post and me just trying to explain where I'm coming from and where I think the market's going to go and why I feel comfortable and why I'm going to keep buying altcoins. Yeah, this is far from over. We're at the very beginning. We're super early, but I hope you guys liked it. Just comment, let me know how you felt about the video, if I should do more of these. All right, guys, you have a good one.